Many people are familiar with the Statue of Liberty. Many people have also been to the Statue of Liberty, but who of you have actually been to the Statue of Liberty and paid much attention to things like her feet? And one thing that we did with our kids when we went to the Statue of Liberty, we took the ferry over and then we got up into the statue and we actually took a look at her feet. And one thing that we noticed was that her feet were in shackles, but those shackles had been broken. And the Statue of Liberty stands for freedom, and it also stands for the shackles that have been broken through our country. And one thing that we like to do with our practice is we like to embrace financial freedom to help people break the shackles that may be holding them back financially. So most of what I am today is a result of what I learned from my father. Some of it was intentionally, and a lot of it was unintentionally. I had a very happy childhood growing up until my parents started to go through troubles and eventually got divorced. And I was probably in 7th, 8th grade at the time. And it led to an angry Joe. An angry Joe embraced sports in any way I could get my frustrations out. But went on to college, and not soon after being in college, I was in college for about 3 years, and I started businesses and wanted to earn money for myself because my father, unfortunately, if I wasn't doing exactly what he liked, then he wouldn't support me financially, so I was going to support myself. And after starting businesses and deciding I wanted to get into the financial world and becoming much more financially free, only then was I really able to develop a relationship with my father, because I felt like I was free to pursue that. And some of you may ask yourselves, what types of things are holding you back relationally because you don't feel financially free to have those type of relationships? What things are holding you back because you don't feel financially free to pursue the type of work you want to do, or financially free to do the things you want to do, or financially free to retire or what have you? A lot of times we like to help people become more financially free as they go throughout life. But many people know that my dad passed away in a car accident about 15 years ago, and it wasn't an easy time for my brother or myself. We went through a lot of issues with the probate process and dealing with the grief and all kinds of things. And then after that, I personally pursued developing a partnership with some partners that didn't work out. It's kind of like a marriage, pursuing a partnership. And the first time didn't work. Luckily, I have a wife that I've been married to for, many people know Jennifer, been married for 20 years, but this partnership didn't work out. It was trying to merge two different cultures. We have like a Hobby Lobby culture with a Spencer Gifts culture. It just didn't quite seem to fit. But sometimes we have to learn from these things. And it led me down a journey. This failure led me down a journey to discover myself, led me down a situation where I had a lot of issues health-wise because of the failed partnership, issues in the marriage because of what was going on in the partnership. And in counseling, we went to church for counseling, and one of the main things we looked at was putting God first. And putting God first in my life and in the business made a big difference. And also, when we looked at things further, I was looking at, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? Am I really pursuing what God wants me to do in my life? Am I pursuing the purpose that God has for me? And going to a Kingdom Advisors Conference a few years ago, I heard Eric Metaxas talk, and he was talking about William Wilberforce, who had some of the same thoughts when he was in Parliament. This was over 100 years ago, but it still was relevant today. And he realized that God had him where God wanted him, in Parliament, to help abolish the slave trade in the UK. And today, I feel that God has me exactly where he wants me, and I feel that God wants me to help others also pursue their God-given purpose. It's something that I feel called to do, and it's something that I think people need to think about. What is your God-given purpose? Have you found your God-given purpose? Do you need help finding that? Do you need help fulfilling that? And that's what we're really here to help you with. Thank you.